News Radio 700 WLW.
Robo-workers, now they're talking about, especially with the immigration crackdown and all that stuff, especially in hotels, restaurants, and whatnot. I will tell you this. I was in, Deb and I were down in Fort Lauderdale in the wintertime. You know that. And we went into this place for breakfast. It was a hotel restaurant. And so we're sitting there, and we'd been in there once before. And I said, I wonder if they still have the robot. And before, the robot it had a tender with it. So somebody would walk along with the robot to make sure it knew what it was doing. Well, now this time, we sit there and order our food from a real person. And a little while later, I kind of side-eyed, and I see this, little robot rolling across the room with trays on it. And it comes up and just stops right next to our table. And it spread its arms for what Deb had and what I had.
I've seen something similar at
insane, man.
BW3s in Harrison had the same thing. A little robot tray just like you said, it was escorted by a real person. Now, if I was that real person, I'd kick that thing and pull a couple wires out because it's trying to take my job.
But now it's, nobody was with it. It just said, and we took our food, and it said, thank you, and turned around and drove away.
Did you tip it?
Oh, hell no. Well, you mean tip it over?
Yeah.
Trying to save my brother a job?
Yes.
Let's talk to a guy who knows well about these things. He is Elad Inbar. Elad, welcome to the program.
Hey, thank you for having me.
So, Elad, your company is a robot lab, correct?
That's correct. Yes, we provide robots to business owners and help them automate tasks that people don't want to do anymore. So unlike what you said, that it's taking jobs, the challenge is that people actually don't want to do this job, don't want to deliver food or bus tables or clean corridors, and that's what we are helping with.
What's the number one job that in your to what you say that people just don't want to do, that the robot is filling that void? What's the number one?
Around half of our sales, half of our customers are asking for cleaning robots, floor cleaning, especially public spaces, from corridors in hotels or assisted living facilities over to warehouses and airports and movie theaters and supermarkets. These are the robots that are basically taking care of the floors. Because it's impossible to find people to do this and, or retain them. Even if they start, they, after a couple of days just quit and say, I don't want to do that.
Right. Well, Elad, that's exactly what you just said. I can speak to our airport here, the Cincinnati airport. At the end of the day, I've taken some late night flights. And, you get into town about 10, 11 o'clock, so there are not a lot of people around. And there are these droids that are going around, basically, and they're doing exactly what you're talking about, mopping and waxing the floor.
Yeah, exactly. I was there actually a couple of weeks ago at a show. I was there late night, and definitely you see all of this, happening. And that's, think about this type of facility. They have millions of square feet. They need to clean every single day. How do you do that when you can't find labor? That's the biggest challenge that we have right now.
Now, Elad, how long has your company been around?
I started the company back in 2007, so we're doing it for over 18 years now. But 18 years ago, we didn't have all this, cleaning, delivery, cooking robots that we have today.
Well, and that was my question. Since 2007, what has been the big jump? Like when did it happen? What capability did you find that a robot had, or program a robot to do, or some advancement? What was like the big jump where you're like, wow, these things can, it's not just, doing like a manufacturing job, but can actually do things like clean a hotel room or clean a space or that sort of thing?
Yeah. Yeah. So when we started, none of the, big robots that you see out there in restaurants, as you mentioned, and all of these, were even, existed, right? So when we started with tabletop robots that are mostly for schools, for colleges, to help kids learn robotics and programming and coding and all of that. The big jump happened in the past 3-4 years, and what really power all of that is the AI and the computing power that became available. I'm sure everyone is using ChatGPT or Google Gemini or all these other tools that bring a lot of like AI power to the masses. And when you think about a robot that needs to traverse a pretty complex environment, like in a restaurant, you have people, you have chairs, you have bags on the floor, you have a lot of things, and we need to navigate all around that. We sometimes have tables that were moved or put together because there is a large party. How do we figure out where to go? This is where the computing power helps the robot deliver and do their job, even if the environment is chaotic, something that just simply was not available just a few years ago.
Wow.
Elad Inbar is our guest. And Elad, how do these things operate? Is it by sonar of some nature, radar, or what
GPS,
what are they doing? GPS? I have no idea, because like I said, I was sitting there with my wife. This thing came right up to table side and offered us both our food with 2 separate trays.
Yeah, so all these robots are using an array of sensors. Sonar is one of them. Laser that scans the environment is another one. When we come on site to install robots, we create a digital map of the environment. So let's say it's a restaurant. So we create, with the robot, we create a digital map of the environment. And on the map, we set all the points of interest. Where is table 1, table 2, table 3, where is the kitchen, where is the dishwashing station. So on that map, when the robot travels, it actually knows where it is and where to go to. So when the server sends the robots to table 3, it knows how to get there. When we bus the table and send it to the dishwashing station, the robot knows how to get to the dishwashing station. And it does that by a mix of sensors, from lasers and cameras and ultrasonic sensors and several others. Depends on the model, depends on the task on hand.
Wow.
So, Elad, what you said a second ago, the last 3 or 4 years, there's been a significant jump with AI being a part of it. What is 4 years from now look like, Elad? What is the thing that you in this industry, you want a robot to be able to do, but it can't quite do it yet, but probably within the next 3 or 4 years it can? What does the future look like, and what are you hopeful for in terms of how good these things can get?
Yeah, so the holy grail of robotics in general is humanoid robots. Robots that are look like humans, are able to move like humans, and interact with the environment like humans. The reason is that we built our environment for our body, right? Think about the button on the elevator, right? Think about the dishwasher. Think about the handle on the door. All of these are tailored to the human shape, right? To the human form factor. So if we really want to integrate robotics and automation, all of that, we have to be able to create machines that look like humans and basically able to interact with our environment. We actually have a bet in the company. We said that I said by the end of this decade, which is, by the way, 5 years away. All right, I mean we're in the middle of this decade already. But in 5 years, we will have basically a robot plumber that will be able to go into our place and basically fix whatever, crawl under the sink and fix a clogged pipe, or fix the dishwasher, and basically do everything that the plumber can do. And the big thing, wait, if you're surprised by that, the big thing, okay, this will actually be an app that you download on a humanoid robot that you already have at home. So it's not like a robot that travels, to your place to do all of that. It's just an app that you download and enable new skills, new features on a humanoid robot that you already have in your place, because the human body is very, flexible, right? It can do many, many things. And all we need is just to update the specific, profession specific skills and give it that ability, and then it can be a plumber. So that's our bet. We have a bet that by the end of this decade, we will have robot plumber in our homes.
So, Elad, let me get this straight. What I'm going to have is a special closet, set aside, and this guy, however tall he is,
girl.
or whatever, whatever I want it to be, I reckon. I'd want it to be a good-looking girl, of course. But nonetheless, so it might be 6 foot tall, it might be 4 foot tall, it doesn't matter. But I will be able to hit a button and go, damn, the dishwasher's broken again. And I hit this button and go, dishwasher broken again, and whatever, Roberta or Robbie, Rebecca the robot, comes walking out of that closet and goes, I'm on it, and fixes it for me.
Yeah, with one exception. You won't need a button. You can just talk to it. You can say, hey, can you pick up the mess in the living room? Can you fix the dishwasher? Can you change channels? Can you whatever? Bring the packages from outside.
So, and again, I mean, you want this by the end of the decade. Ballpark, Elad, what would that cost? What would it cost to have the most cutting-edge humanoid robot in my house? What's a number on that?
So we are not there yet in terms of pricing, but I know that the biggest players in the market are targeting give or take around $1,000 per month kind of subscription. This is your maid, your cook, your housekeeper, your whatever you want, your plumber, whatever you want for roughly $1,000 per month. That's the goal of most of these big companies. Yeah.
All right.
And this is also something very important, because if you think about the distribution of all of these robots, how are they going to be deployed? How are they going to be serviced? And this is something that we are working really, really hard. We have 36 locations right now. We keep expanding and adding more and more locations nationwide to make sure that whenever there is a malfunction or a software upgrade is needed or whatnot, there is someone in the backyard, right, in your backyard, like a car dealership, like a robot dealership, that will have to basically, call us or call, one of our teams and basically get the service that they need on a local basis. And that's something that we are working really hard to enable this infrastructure layer, the last mile of robotics and AI, to enable the growth and the support once these machines, become ubiquitous everywhere.
All right. With that, Elad, we will let you go, but we'd love to have you back again sometime. This stuff is fascinating, man.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
People want to find out more about you. Where can they go?
Robotlab.com. That's the easiest place. robotlab.com. You'll find everything that we do over there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep.